Hi, in today's video I'm going to share with you some of my Amazon favorites. I've never done a video like this before, so I'm excited to share with you some things that hopefully you haven't seen before. And I love to shop on Amazon. I do it all the time, so does my husband, and we are always looking for things that meet a need or solve a problem. And I feel like the things that I've pulled out today do one or both of those things. So the first thing I want to share with you is the most recent hat I've gotten, and it is for sun protection. It's got a UPF of 50, and a UPF rating means that it measures the amount of the UV rays that can reach your skin through a fabric. So a UPF of 50 means that you get 1/50th of the UV rays that actually reach your skin. So it's a pretty good rating. Actually, it's a really good rating. So this hat is by Lansum, and it's a Panama roll-up hat with a UPF of 50, and it's only $15.99. I think it's a great price for this cute hat. But isn't it great? You can roll it up even and pack it and bring it somewhere with you. It just is really cute and goes with so many things. And the next thing I want to show you are some SPF gloves. I wear these year-round. Last year or the year before, I showed the Coolie Bar sun protection gloves, and they are quite expensive. I think they're $35, and they have lasted and they still are usable, and I have them in the car and I use them. But I did find these by JURUAA. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. They're the SPF gloves, the women's Sunblock fingerless gloves, and these were only $8.99. Let me show you what they look like. These actually, I do like that they are longer on the fingers. They feel more breathable than my Coolie Bar ones. They're kind of lightweight, and they have a little bit of texture on the palms so that your hands won't slip too much on the steering wheel. But these I use all year round for sun protection on my hands. We do all this anti-aging. We put products on our hands to try to help them not get the age spots, because they're right there in the sun, you know, on the steering wheel. And then we don't put anything over them, and I'm not embarrassed to wear these. These are really handy to have, especially if you've forgotten to put your sunscreen on. You can just keep these in the car for those particular days if you don't want to wear driving gloves all the time. So this next product is by JURUAA, and it's an AirPod case. This is what it comes with, and I'll show you what it looks like. I put my AirPods in here. It's the Apple, earbuds or AirPods. And this little plastic case just slips over the white case. It's very thin plastic, but it secures nicely on. You have the ability to charge. Also, it comes with this plastic strap that you can push your AirPods into. So these are great for if you're, say, taking a walk, or you're on a run, or you're at the beach or picnic even, and you've got these in and you don't want them to fall out and maybe be lost. So these attach very firmly, so if one would fall out, you'd still have the ability to retrieve it easily. So that's handy. And then it also comes with this little brush, which would be used to just clean off your speaker. I do appreciate that this pink plastic is not as slippery as the case that it actually comes in, so I won't be as inclined to drop it. It is very kind of cheap feeling, but it will hold, like the carabiner does hold. Nothing's going to break that I can tell at this point. And this cost $8.99. It came in all different colors, and there were some kind of clear, see-through, translucent ones as well. So very inexpensive, but I like what it does. I think it performs well. I got a keyboard cover. I eat, drink, everything around my keyboard, and I'll get crumbs all around. And when I show you, you'll see that I need to clean it off, not because of crumbs, but just to clean it off. I want to show you, but I'm not quite sure how to do this without getting the reflection. That's my keyboard cover there. It's very thin, and let me pull it off so you can see it. It is by Mosio. It's the Ultra Thin in Rainbow Gradient. And this cost $6.69. That's what it looks like. Really thin. You just place it over your keyboard. It adheres really well. It does not slip around while you're typing, and it just keeps it protected. So my daughter had gotten one and was really happy with it, and she kept suggesting that I get one as well. So I finally did it, and I'm so glad I did, because it makes it so much easier to clean off, to clean up, and I know that there's that little bit of added protection for the keyboard in case I spill something on it. I got this case, and it's the Spigen, S-P-I-G-E-N, Tough Armor in Champagne Gold. It's got this little kickstand here, so you could set it on a surface like this, but it's flush normally, so it doesn't, and it doesn't accidentally come out and snag on a pocket or a bag or anything like that. It's just very functional, and I like it. I get tired of patterns on my phone after a while. I get really bored with certain things. This has worked really well. I've dropped it several times, and it has a little bit of an edge to it as it comes around, so it will protect it a little bit. I have to be honest, I have not worn this yet except on the carpet. And these are by Soulmates, and they're the High Heeler Heel Protectors. This is the box it came in. And what it's for is if you are going to a wedding like I am that's on the grass, I want to wear heels if possible. And so I bought this. This is what it looks like. And it slides on. It's very sturdy. It's not going to fall off. And I've walked around in it, and it isn't as noticeable as you would think it would be, because it's down on the ground. Holding it up like this, you think there's that big plastic piece on the end of your pretty shoe. It doesn't really stand out because it's clear. You still see the color, and you see the point of the heel. And walking around on the thicker carpet, it seems like it's going to work great. So I did buy those. I am going to wear those to my daughter's wedding, and I'll let you know how it goes. But if you have a function, if you have something coming up like an outdoor wedding, this might be great for you to be able to wear your heels and not sink through or damage your heels. I picked up from Skechers by Bob's. They have this dog line, and I got these slippers, and they're so cute. And this fur is so soft, this lining in here. It feels like a bunny, and it's got the hard plastic bottom, so you can go outside if you want to. You can go indoor or outdoor, and they just slip on. I tend to wear, in the winter time, I'll wear what looks sort of like an UGG slipper, where my whole foot is in to keep it warm. But in the spring and summertime, I like either the flip-flop kind or this kind of slip-on style. And these I just couldn't pass up because of those precious little dogs on it. So these are extra cute. Then this is something I have shown in, it wasn't an Amazon haul, but a different video. And I love this because it really has made me more accountable to take down all of the skincare onto my chest. And what I do at night, instead of putting on my pajamas and then just washing my face and not wanting to get wet down here, because I shower in the morning usually, is I will get ready for bed and I'll put this on before I wash. And it's got Velcro like that, and it's long, and it stays up really well. This is the size small, and I love it. I have a little hook that I hang it on, so I remember every night to go ahead, wrap that on, wash everything, put on my skincare, make sure I bring it down onto my chest, and then hang it back up. So it's super handy, and I love it. Then staying kind of within the bathroom, I picked up this great scale. It's really lightweight, and I'm not one to weigh myself every day, and right now I'm not as interested in knowing what my weight is. What I've always wanted to know, and I thought if I ever bought a scale that would tell me this, it would be far too expensive, is I wanted to know my body fat ratio. You know, muscle bone, fat, and this will tell you your body fat. The fat, the water, the muscle, the mass, your BMI, your BMR. It was $26.99. You have to download the Fit Index app, and it's Bluetooth, and it syncs up, and it will tell you on the app all of your stats. And so now I can actually track if I'm building muscle or not. And that is what I really want to see. I don't want to just see, you know, how much I weigh, because so much of it could be fat. So this is really interesting, and you have to step on it with dry feet, bare feet, evenly onto these metal plates that are on there. And I think it's absolutely great. And I'm doing it and tracking, and I'm hoping to see me gain more muscle and lose some of my fat. So that's great. So the next item that I found is by Ultima. It's the Ultima Replenisher Lemonade Electrolyte Supplement. It's got 90 servings, and it looks like this. It's $32.99 for 90 servings. I had been using Dr. Berg's electrolyte powder, and it is 48 servings for about the same cost. And his looks like this. And his is a great product, but I thought it was too expensive for me to be drinking every other day. So I think the Ultima is just a great substitute for me. Dr. Berg's has 1,000 milligrams of potassium, and the Ultima has 250. Everything else is fairly close, and the Ultima has additional, like it has a little bit of vitamin C where Dr. Berg's does not. And it's got some other minerals in it that Dr. Berg's does not. So they're not exact, but I feel like this is a great substitute for me. It's just a less expensive product, and I feel like I'm getting good value from it. Let me know if you want to see more Amazon favorites videos, and if you're interested in seeing more sun protective clothing, you might want to watch this video here, and I will see you soon.